I'm Marissa. This is part one of the back stretching series. So this part will focus on mobility, just getting your back moving a little bit, your hip flexors as well, because those are really important in your back bending so you don't dump all of the stretch into your back. So I've got a couple of things here with me. So I've just got a yoga mat, a foam roller and a booty band. So if you can grab those things, that would be great. Otherwise, I can give variations for some of the exercises if you don't have these. All right, so let's start with our foam roller. If you don't have a foam roller, you can use something like a yoga block and just pop that on your back. That also works, but I find it's easiest with a foam roller. So we're gonna start with the foam roller on our back, just like on our shoulder blades there. Yep. And what we're gonna do is we're going to pop our arms up and hunch our chest. So we don't wanna be arching over the foam roller at this point. We wanna really contract our abs and squeeze, because when we put our arms up, we don't wanna be able to touch the ground, yeah? If you're arching through your back, everything will touch the ground. So, hunch. And so that'll give us space to stretch through our shoulders. So we're gonna pulse our shoulders down towards the ground. So let's do 20 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna roll slightly slightly down the back, so pushing slightly up. And we're gonna do the same thing. So it'll be more in your upper back, still your shoulders, but slowly moving down. And we're gonna do the same thing. So hunching and through your shoulders. So make sure to keep your arms straight. You don't wanna be bending to touch the ground. And also arms up near your ears. Don't let them fall out to the side. If your neck starts to get sore, you can rest it down, but make sure that you're keeping your abs really, really engaged so you're not arching your entire body over the foam roller. Yep. So 20 again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then moving a little bit more down your back. So now you're fully on your upper back. So you shouldn't feel it on your shoulder blades now. And we're gonna do one more. So again, keeping your back hunched. If you need to, you can put your head back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, and now we're just gonna roll through that entire portion of the upper back that we just did. Just rolling all the way up and down your upper back, pushing with your feet. All right. Now we're gonna take the foam roller and we're gonna place it under our hips. So we're gonna be lying down on the mat and we want the foam roller just on our hip bones, so above your tailbone. So if you crunch in, your foam roller should just be keeping you up, yeah? So we're gonna hold one leg in, bent, really close to your chest, and straighten the other leg out. So you should feel a stretch in your hip flexor on that side. If you're letting your leg fall out from your chest, you're not gonna get as good of a stretch. So make sure you really hold it in and tilt your pelvis up. Don't let it rotate down, because then you're stretching your back and you're not making use of your hip flexors, which is what we want for the stretch. So tilt the hips in, tuck, and hold the leg. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna do 20 pulses of the leg. the back leg, sorry. So 1, make sure that you keep your legs straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And now we're going to take the leg in and out. So we're going to move all the way out and then pulse all the way back in. Yep, so just moving throughout that plane of motion. Yep, so let's do 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take the front leg out to the side, but still hold it into your chest. And we're just going to pulse straight down for 20. And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, and now we're going to swap sides. So, holding the other leg in. Oh, one thing that I forgot to mention, when you're pulsing the leg down, don't just sort of let it hang. I really want you to squeeze with that glute. Yeah, squeeze your leg down. All right, so let's go the same sequence on the other side. So holding your leg in, straight down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And taking the back leg in and out for 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And taking the front leg out to the side, but still holding it into your chest. And 20 straight down, engaging the glutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, and coming off the foam roller, or yoga block if you were using a yoga block. All right, pop that to the side. And now to fire up our glutes even more before we start, we're just going to use a booty band, or if you have like a resistance band, you can just tie it around your knees and ankles. That works fine too. So what we're going to do is we're going to first put the band around our knees. And so we're going to walk from one end of our mat to the other. And I really want you to keep the tension in the booty band. So when you're walking across the mat, don't let your legs snap together and let the booty band lose tension, yep? So we're gonna go in a little squat and we're just gonna step out and keep the tension. Don't let the legs spring inwards. Yep, we're gonna walk up and back 2 times. And let's go for another one. Remember, keep the tension. And if you want more, you can squat deeper. Yeah. All right, and now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do another 2 sets, but with the band around our ankles. So you'll feel a little bit more resistance with this one. Again, making sure that we're not springing and letting the booty band come loose. So, up and down, a little bit of a squat, and go. And back. one more. And back. All right, so your glutes should feel nice and fired up and ready to work. So the importance of using your glutes and back bends is so that you squeeze your hips back. Because if you're not using your glutes, you're not using your hip flexors, you're only bending through your back. You're only getting so much bend. You can get so much more if you push your hips forward and squeeze the butt to really squeeze your hips forward. Yep, and then you have a much nicer bend. All right, so let's get on our hands and knees, and we're just gonna do some mobility through our entire back. So first, we're gonna go happy cat and angry cat. So that is, we're gonna hunch as high as we can. Someone's pulling us through our backs up to the ceiling. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna tuck our pelvis and push our hips forward. Yep. Then happy cat, we're gonna do the opposite. So sinking our stomach to the floor, someone's pulling us into the floor, looking back and sticking our butt out. Yeah, so we're just gonna move through that. Angry cat. And happy cat. Now we're going to go for disco cat. So that's going to be circling with our belly. Yep. So taking everything in a circle. Don't forget to push out to the side, because then we're stretching through our obliques as well as our back, forwards and back. Yep. So let's do 5 circles on each side. And the other side. Okay, so the next one we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of a roll down to cobra. So there's a few variations for this one. The easiest one, we're going to start in our child's pose. Then we're going to push forwards onto our stomach and up into a gentle cobra. So don't push too far back, just a nice gentle one. Then we're going to push back onto our knees and round the back in our child's pose again. So that's our easy version. Then the second version, what we're going to do is we're going to start in our down dog. So down dog, we want to be pushing our shoulders towards the ground. So opening through the shoulders. Don't let your shoulders close up in an angle. Nice straight line. Yeah? And pushing your chest towards the floor and arching your back. Pushing your heels to the floor as well. Yeah? And then what we're going to do is we're going to come onto our knees, push forward, up, and back into a down dog. Yep. So that's our second variation. Third variation, we don't put our knees on the ground at all. So down dog, down into cobra, and back up into down dog. Yep. So those are our 3 variations. Let's do 5 of whatever variation that you'd like to do. Okay, so starting position, either our child's pose or our down dog, and coming down to the ground. Cobra. And back up. 1. 2. 3. 4. And last one. 5. And coming down. All right. Now what we're going to do is going to be standing up, and what we're going to do is we're going to do another arching and hunching motion. So we're going to bend down, hunch to push up, arch, and then arching to come down. So hunch up, arch, down. When you're arching, you can put your hands on your butt or on your hamstrings, just whichever's easier, pushing the hips forward and down. Yep. So let's do 10 of those. And going down, arch, hunch, back, down, that's 1. Hunch up, arch, down, 2. Hunch up, arch, down, 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Okay. And now coming to the floor. I'm going to get you to do some lunges. So what we're going to do is you can have blocks in your lunge, but you can do them without as well. We're going to start with our left leg forward. And then, so you want your back leg 90 degrees to the ground, front leg straight, and we're going to bend from there. And pushing your hips towards the ground. Yeah. If you have blocks, make sure that they're not out in front of you. You want to be sitting up nice and straight, so you're getting that nice stretch throughout the front of the back leg. If you want more, you can push the top of your back foot into the ground, so it's almost like you're trying to push your knee off the ground, yeah? All right, and so we've got our left leg forward, so right arm is going to be on the ground. I'm going to reach opposite arm to opposite leg, yep? So we're going to reach up and back, pushing through the front leg as we arch back. And we want to reach back towards the wall. We don't want to bend and try and go down, reaching out. Yeah. So 10 reaches back and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. And for this next one, we're going to pull our back leg up behind us. So staying in our lunge, we're going to squeeze and pull same arm to same leg, foot into your butt. So if you want more from there, you can come up out of your stretch, pull your leg all the way in, and then try and go down and sink into that lunge. All right, and squeeze through your hamstring. So squeeze your hamstring, squeeze your glute. I'm going to keep that leg up without holding. So sitting up straight, whether that's on your blocks or not. Squeeze. And then we're going to go for 20 pulses. So pulse that leg into your butt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. One last big squeeze, and then down. And coming out of that leg. All right, now we're gonna go for the other side. So right leg forward, straight, back leg straight down to the ground, 90 degrees, and then lunging forward. Again, if you want more, you can push the top of your back foot into the ground. All right, and we're gonna go left arm on the ground now, or on your block, reaching back, opposite arm to opposite leg. So, reaching back towards that back wall for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, and pulling the back leg up behind you. And if you want more, coming up out of that, pulling the leg in and then sinking. And squeeze without the arm. Squeeze through the hamstrings and the glutes. Keep that leg up. And 20 pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. One last big squeeze. And coming out of that. All right, now we're gonna stand up again. And we're gonna do a little bit of an arch. So arching and stretching through the obliques side to side. So I want you to stick your butt out and shoulders back, stomach forward, arms up. So you're trying to push everything, so your whole stomach forward, someone's pulling you with a string, everything else back, arching. Yep. Then from there, we're just gonna rock. So arms and butt side to side, and you're just gonna stretch out your obliques by going from side to side, keeping that arch. Yep. So just moving through that range of motion. All right. Last one, what we're going to do is we're going to practice squeezing through the butt and practicing our hip extension. Yep. So what we're going to do is place your hands on your waist or on your butt, whichever's more comfortable, and we're going to push our hips forward. Hips forward and arch back. Yep. So important thing, make sure you've got your hips forward. If you're just arching back without pushing hips forward, you're going to fall back. Yep. So make sure you push your hips forward first, arch back, and squeeze the glutes when you push your hips forward. Squeeze. You'll definitely feel the difference if you don't squeeze, yeah? It'll be dumping a lot into your lower back, which you don't want. Okay, so push forward, squeeze the glutes, and also shoulders back, and hold, yeah? So we're gonna do 3 10-second holds. All right, ready? And go, hips forward, squeeze the glutes, and back. Just nice and gentle. Keep breathing. And up. All right. And then we're going to go again when you're ready. Don't forget to breathe in this one. Okay, hips forward, squeeze the butt, and back. Breathe. And up. All right, shake it out. Then we got one more. Hands on your butt. Forward, squeeze the butt, and back. And up. All right. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to have one arm on the back or the butt and one arm up, reaching back towards that back wall. Yep. So this one's going to be a little bit harder. Only go back as far as you can come back up, yeah? So you don't have to go too deep, just a nice gentle bend. So same thing, hips forward, squeeze the butt, and then lean back, just with one arm up. So we're going to do 2 on each side. Yep. And ready, forwards, squeeze the butt, lean back. Up. Don't forget to breathe. And other side. Hips forward, squeeze the butt, and back. All right, one down, one to go. Okay, other side, and hips forward, squeeze the butt, and look back. And up. And last one, other side. Don't forget to breathe. Hips forward, squeeze the butt, and lean back. And coming up. All right. If you need, don't forget you can roll out your back in between. Next one we're going to do, so this one's the hardest variation. If you want, you can just continue with the one arms or both arms on the butt. we're just going to do 2 reaching back with both arms. So in this one, it's super important that we push our hips forward because otherwise we will fall backwards, yeah? So this one is a lot more intense. Just go a nice gentle bend, yeah? Not too deep, only to where you're comfortable. This is just really working your abs in your extension and also making sure that you're really squeezing that butt, yeah? Okay. Both arms up near your head, so don't let them fall out to the side. And hips forward. Squeeze the butt, and don't forget to breathe, lean back. And up. And shake it out. Roll out your back if you need. We've got one more, and then we're done. Okay, ready? Hips forward, squeeze the butt. Don't forget to breathe, arms up next to your ears, and lean back. And coming up. And let's roll out our back. So grabbing our legs and rolling back and forth. Or if you want, candlestick, knees to your face, and then either side. All right, so that's the end of back stretching number 1, mobility. There will be 3 other videos, more mobility and upper back and shoulders, then some cobras, and then some bridges. So stay tuned for those.